Yeah, awesome. I'm so tired. What's going on Instagram today? Ah, this is why I don't like following this pregnancy page. These women, I'm younger than them, and they are slaying pregnancy. They're slaying pregnancy. But I don't know why I'm looking like a ball. Oh, I don't like this. I don't feel good about myself right now. I'm tired of all this. Where's my chips? God. I don't like this. Am I seeing well? Is this not Ella? Ella is married. Wow. And is this not also Chiamaka? Whoa, these girls have married before me, oh. This is my friends of yesterday. Wow. See celebrity wedding now. See celebrity wedding. Hey, God, when will it be my turn? When? When will I get married? Oh, oh God, when? Beautiful. Honey, I'm ready. I'm waiting. Let's get going. Let me see what's going on while I'm waiting. Wow. Clara's husband has gotten her a car. A new car. Wow. This is wonderful. And I'm still using taxis and buses. When will my husband get me my own car? My friends, their husbands are buying them stuff every day. But my husband is not. Look at new car. Honey, come and see something. And the list goes on and on, an unending list of comparisons, torturing ourselves with fragments of people's lives, giving us a sense of nothingness and unworthiness, instead of doing this. I feel so bad about myself. I don't even know what to do again. Just go. Let me check what is happening on TV.
You have to understand that joy ought not to be controlled by circumstances. The only reason your joy will be subject to circumstances around you is because you have not caught the perception of God about your life and about that circumstance. Lack of contentment can steal the joy of a believer. We live in a generation where they have provided every tool necessary for you to daily compare yourself. Because every time you're on Facebook or Instagram or one of those stuff, you know what goes on in you. See one of your classmates 10 years ago standing by a jet. You're like, God, when? God, when? You must have to devise means to maintain your joy. You must have to devise means to maintain your joy. The Bible said, they that compare themselves with themselves are not wise. And when a believer begins to lack contentment, and most times, most of us as God's children don't know that we're falling prey, we're falling victim of it. How do you know that? You can trace by seeing how you feel when that person close to you has something happening in their life that is not happening in yours. You must have to be content. You must have to develop satisfaction for where you are. Whether the devil has driven you to depression or driven you to a place where you're angry, you are now living a heightened life of comparison. Guess what? All the plans that God has for you can never materialize. Never. The devil stopped it. They can't happen. And God will have all of them lined up. Angels are lined up to execute them, but they can't. That's why it's important to maintain your joy.
You know, at one point in my life, I felt so lonely. I felt so depressed. I thought that God had forsaken me. I thought that, everybody's lives were going on so well, and I just didn't understand why it looked like every single direction I took was just hard, difficult, and didn't make any sense to me. And I remember crying out to the Lord at that season, or in that season, and this is what he gave to me in Isaiah chapter 54, verse 11. It says, "O thou afflicted, tossed with tempest, and not comforted, behold, I will lay thy stones with fair colors, and lay thy foundations with sapphires." You know, when I read this verse, I received so much strength because I realized that God knew that I was afflicted. He knew I was tossed. He knew that I couldn't be comforted at that time, and he comforted me. But the most striking thing of this verse is when he said, "I will lay your foundations with sapphires." You know, when people build a structure, a building, the foundations matter, right? For example, you want to build a bungalow, the foundation has to be strong. But if you want to build a skyscraper, the foundation has to be even more stronger and deeper. Why? Because the structure, the building is going to be a big building. And you know what struck me so much in this verse God gave to me? He said, "I will build your foundations with sapphires." Not, in a normal building, what do they use to build foundations? Probably sand, stone, bricks, whatever, iron or something, just to make the structure very strong. But God said, "I will build your foundations with sapphire." Sapphire is a precious stone. And that verse gave me a lot of strength and joy because I realized that, wow, I'm in a season of my life where God is working on my foundation. He's working on my foundation, and he's working on it with sapphires, meaning that the process I'm going to go through might be hard. To get a precious stone is not that easy. You can't find sapphire just anywhere. But you can find stones everywhere. You can find bricks everywhere. But you can't find sapphires everywhere. And so sometimes God will take you through some special processes, and it will feel like you are the only one in the world going through that. But be comforted. You are not the only one. We are so much more around the world. Maintain your joy. Maintain your joy. Seek the Lord concerning the situations that you are going through. Ask him to show you his reason. Don't run away from it. Don't run away from your process. Don't compare yourself with others. Oh, this person has a car. Oh, she has gotten her master's degree. Oh, she's a doctor now. Oh, she's traveled around the nations. Look at her living the tourist life. That is not your process if that is not what God has given to you. So rather than comparing your life, you seek the Lord to know what he has given to you. And if you know that you are in a process of becoming, then be joyful in your process. Don't seek to run away from the process. Allow the Lord to sit down and finish working on you. Allow him to take his time to work on your character, to work on your heart, to work on your spiritual sensitivity, to work on your love for people, your love for him. There is so much God is doing right now in your life that needs time. It has to take some time for you to develop that, those virtues. A lot of us even compare ourselves with unbelievers, forgetting that they are on another path, forgetting that the enemy might not just be after them, but he's after you. And so he's going to try to throw a lot of arrows and make things difficult so that you would give up. So don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant of the devices of the enemy. And again, don't compare yourself with people that might even be in the same church or community with you, and you think, are we not serving the same Jesus together? And look at what God is doing in their lives. Don't do that, because your life is unique. You are on a unique path. You are in a unique path to greatness, and God is doing something special in you. And also don't forget that a lot of people have gone through their processes, and they are in their season of abundance. They are in their season of rest. They are in their season. But if you haven't gone through your own process, then wait on the Lord. You better do, so that you will not be frustrated and angry and depressed. I just want to tell you, dear twin, is something to maintain your joy. Stop the comparisons. Wait on the Lord, because He is building your foundations, and that foundation has got to be strong. It's got to be strong, because the structure God is building in your life, the world has not seen it before. The world is still yet to see that person God has made you to be. So wait on the Lord and let Him finish what He has started in your life. God bless you.